Welcome back to the channel, guys, and what I'm going to be doing today is a kit review, but with a bit of a difference, because what I'm talking about here is these things, which is the US MREs, or meals ready to eat. Now, I've got a lot of experience with these things, from going on exercise and operations mainly, actually, because we used to swap our rations with the Americans. They used to like having the difference of having British rations and vice versa. So yeah, I've used these quite a lot, mainly in places like Afghanistan and Iraq. But they have developed a little bit. They're slightly different now from ones I used, say, 20 years ago, but they are very, very similar. So these are now available from Kitpimp. They sell the whole box, as you see here. So do the maths on that, because in this one box you get 12 MREs, okay, so it's pretty damn good. You compare that to the civilian ration bags and boxes that you get on the market, and that's a pretty good price. So they come in two different boxes, box A, box B. Each box has got 12 different meals within them, and it's not just the meal. You also get snacks in there, you get sweets, you get a brew kit and various bits and pieces, and we'll show that as we go around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this box here, which is case B, show you how it comes. So I'm actually going to review a couple of the MREs in use actually out on the mountains. So yeah, they come in this really sturdy box. You can see there, it's well packaged, and then inside the box there, as you can see, you got the 12 rations. So pulling one out then, this is the first one I've pulled out. This is Southwest style beef and black beans. Okay, that's what this one is here. And it comes in these really sort of robust packets. Obviously you open it up and all the stuff is inside there. I'm not going to open it up right now. I'm just showing you how they come, how they're packaged. And then, like I say, once I'm out on the hills, I'm going to be eating these later on as my meals, okay? So if you have a look inside there, then that's how they come. So I'm going to break a couple of these down, because there is a fair bit of packaging in one of these, and I'll just show you how I'm going to break them down before I pack them into my kit and then go on the hills. Right then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two MREs for the 24 hours that I'm out, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you what's inside this one, show you what's in the contents, and actually break it down ready for use. So the cool thing is they never used to do this, so it's in a shrimp wrapped kit now, so you could just take it like that, which is fine. I'm going to open it up though, just to show you what's in here, and kind of, let's say, break it down a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of that. This is the flameless ration heater, which is a newer type. I'm going to get rid of that because I'm not going to use that. These are quite good, but personally I'm not going to use that because I've got my gas cooker with me. Okay, so there's a beef stick in there, and what you find is when you open that up, it's actually in another packet. So look how small that is. So I'm going to get rid of that. See what I mean by this? There's quite a bit of extra kind of rubbish and stuff. These ones though, these aren't in an internal packet, I don't believe, so I'm going to leave them as they are. Spoon I'm not going to bother with because I've got a decent spoon, but that's always good as a backup if you've forgotten your spoon. Okay, beverage base powder lemonade, I'm going to get rid of that. That's the case for the heater, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, chocolate peanut spread. That sounds pretty flipping Gucci, doesn't it? So I'm going to keep that. Then I've got some applesauce pound cake. That sounds like it's going to rot my teeth, but it'll be good for energy, so I'm going to keep that. The main meal, obviously, keep that. And then this one here is this is cherry blueberry cobbler, whatever the hell that is. So that's some sort of dessert, so I'm going to keep that. And then this stuff here, this is your sort of accessories packet. Let's open that up and have a little look, see if there's anything worth keeping. So chewing gum, I'm going to get rid of that. Then you've basically got coffee, whitener, sugar, well, a swimmer sugar, so I'll get rid of the sugar and keep the sweetener. Moist towelette, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of the salt. This is toilet paper. I've already got some toilet paper, so that's handy if you need it, but I don't need it. Obviously get rid of that. So out of all that packet then, that's the stuff I'm going to use, that's the stuff I'm going to keep. So it's actually broken down a fair bit, and I'm going to do that again with the second one, and I'll be able to fit 2 lots of MREs in one packet. So I'm going to crack on now. Okay, so what I've done then is I've got my 2 MREs, stripped them down, taken all the stuff out that I don't need, things like the chemical heaters and the drinks and stuff like that, and I've put them both into one packet there. So basically I've got no rubbish in there, I've only got stuff that I know I'm probably going to use. Then I've got some tape, put it on the top there, made a little thing there so I can grab it. So that's 24 hours worth of rations there. Basically 2 MREs stripped down, ready to use. And then use the actual bag, because it's quite a handy bag, it's quite a sturdy little bag. So that's prepped, ready to go. Okay then, so for tonight's dinner, got some crackers with peanut butter. I've got some beef and black beans, and then for dessert I've got cherry blueberry cobbler, whatever that is. Feels like some sort of mushy dessert thing, so let's see how that is. And obviously from the water from boiling that, then I'm going to use that to make a brew. I'm going to check out what this coffee's like in the American MRE. Bill's Brew, eh? Creamer non-dairy. And some Enjoy 0 calorie sweetener. Boiling nicely. Keep that hot. So let's check out the Southwestern beef and black beans. So the actual pouches, they've got a little tear thing on the side there. So they're designed to be torn along the way. Oh. And yeah, that looks pretty decent, to be fair. Smells nice. That's pretty damn good, actually. Little hint of spice in there, but not too bad. So to that end, I'm going to deploy the obvious. But yeah, it's nice, that. Nice, decent bits of beef in there. Okay, that's pretty tasty, and what I'm going to do now is have some crackers with some peanut butter. Now, these crackers didn't come with this menu as it goes. I swapped it with my missus, and yeah, got some flipping crackers as a bit of I don't know, a starter, but I'm not having it as a starter. So these are pretty decent, these crackers. I've had these before, and the peanut butter is all right as well. You just got to kind of squish it around a bit, knead it, and then just tear a corner off, or the whole thing off, and squeeze it on. Get your spoon, spread it around a bit, and yeah, it's good. Decent that. So the crackers you get in these MREs, for any British people watching this, aren't like the biscuit browns you get. They're actual crackers, so they're kind of slightly saltier and then less of a biscuit kind of taste. We've all had crackers, but these are slightly, a bit firmer than what you'll get in, say, Tesco's or whatever, because otherwise they'd be rattling around, smashed up in bits. But yeah, they're decent. Give that a bit of a spread around. So they also do jam in some of the ration packs, and they do chocolate spread as well, and they do cheese spread, and they do cheese with jalapenos, which is amazing, by the way. But yeah, peanut butter, if you like peanut butter, this is good shit. Obviously peanut butter gives you loads of energy too. So the last item on tonight's Master Chef then is this little bad boy in here, which is the blueberry cobbler. Let's see if it's a load of cobblers or not. Okay. Actually smells quite nice, that. So that reminds me of like a rhubarb pie. Obviously it doesn't look very appetising, just mush in a bag, but as far as rations go, that looks all right. Yeah, let's try that. That's all right. Bit unusual, bit of a different taste. It's American menus, isn't it? As far as desserts go, though, because I'm not much of a sweet fan, that's pretty good. That. Tell you what, that's a lot better than dumplings in butterscotch sauce. I know that, flipping heck. And yeah, what's the other one? Like chocolate pudding on. Yeah, it's all right, but it's not that brilliant, is it? But that's pretty decent. Yeah. So when I'm breaking down rations, quite often I'll throw away the desserts because I just don't touch them. But that one, I definitely keep in. I definitely take that every time. It gives you extra energy, doesn't it, with the sweetness and all that. There's definitely loads of calories in the desserts, but that's actually quite tasty. I'll definitely go for that. So it's a bit like a rhubarb crumble, that. Decent. So the brew then, let's check that out. So that's the coffee in there with the creamer and the sweetener. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not the strongest. It's probably made to be meant to be in a smaller cup than what I've got here, but yeah, it's all right. Yeah, not bad. So far so good with the old MREs. Like I said before, it's not new to me. I've used them in operations loads of times, but the menus kind of change over the years. You get new stuff. So I've never had that one before, and I actually hadn't had the main meal, the beef and the beans thing that I had earlier. I've not had that one before either. So to be fair, those actual menu, well, this menu is a new one to me, and yeah, thumbs up, pretty decent. Check out this mega cloud inversion in the low ground. That's pretty cool. Okay then guys, so that is just a short video on MREs that are now available by the case from Kitpimp. I definitely recommend these. They're definitely a nice change from British ORP operational ration packs. If people have used them a lot, these are a good option. You can eat them cold. They've got the flameless heater in as well, and they're pretty tasty, to be fair. There's some really different meals in there. There's some good little snacks, and yeah, I definitely recommend them. So they're great for going out on the hills, great for bug out bags, for prepping, all that sort of good stuff. So check them out on Kitpimp's website, and as always, stay prepared. And a big shout out to all the members that are supporting my channel. Much appreciated. Thanks guys.